Shabbat Shalom. It's so great to be here all together on this Shabbat. And I'm Rabbi Jessica Lockitz from Temple Emanuel.
Aaron Meyer from Temple Emanuel as well, and I'm excited to join you.
I'm Rabbi Aaron Bisno from Rodef Shalom, and I'm thrilled to be collaborating with our neighbors. Shabbat Shalom and Happy New Year.
I'm Sharon Henry from Rodef Shalom. It's great to be with all of you tonight. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Jeremy Weisblatt from Temple Ohav Shalom. So wonderful to be here with all my friends and colleagues to join together the Shabbos, and Happy New Year.
And I'm so excited to be with each of you as well. Tonight's Shabbat experience is based on a Kabbalat Shabbat service done at Rodef Shalom, really emphasizing the joy, the prayers, the music of our tradition. Focus more on the experience than on each individual prayer, because it won't be a full service as you may be used to, but it will be a full service of singing, a full service of music, a full service of collaboration, collegiality, of coming together across the Pittsburgh area. Truly, how good and how pleasant it is for all of us to be together.
In order to have been together in person this year, we would have had to cross bridges and go through tunnels, but instead we're just together to celebrate Shabbat and to be with one another. Our first psalm from Kabbalat Shabbat comes from Psalm 95, the opening words, Lechuna Ranana, and we all join together to sing joyously to Adonai.
God, maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. Lechune rainina, lai 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 lai, Adonai, lai 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 lai. God's light, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our hearts to hear God's voice. Lechu nirai nina, lai 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 lai, na Adonai, lai 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 lai, na Ria, lai 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 lai, Mitzur Yishenu, lai 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 lai, lai lai.
Shabbat Shalom. It's truly a pleasure to follow my colleague, Rabbi Sharon Henry of Rodef Shalom. And as she so beautifully said, right, it's so easy to come together this Shabbat. And that is the melody, that is the theme of this psalm that we're transitioning to, Psalm Shir Chadash on page 13, if you wish. This song, let us sing a new song. And truly this Shabbat, we are singing a new song together. We're creating new traditions this Shabbat that I, God willing, look forward to. We get to continue to collaborate and continue to create new music, new traditions in this new and sacred way.
"2020 has taught us a number of difficult lessons. Our health, both physical and mental, is far more dependent on others than we might like. We've learned that we should always keep an extra roll of toilet paper handy, and we've been reminded that none of us can navigate challenging times alone. It's true for individuals, and heaven knows too many are hurting this evening as we hope and pray that the year 2021 is a darn sight better than the year that came before it. If you are hurting, mind, body, spirit, meeting basic needs, please reach out to any of us. We as individuals can't navigate major challenges alone, and neither should our institutions. Neither can our institutions. That's why tonight matters. It's wonderful to pray with colleagues and friends. It's wonderful to hear and learn and experience together. And perhaps most of all, it's fun to dream about what's possible. We share a common purpose and a common destiny, and, like Captain Planet, when our powers combined, we can meet the challenges of this time. What might that mean? As we learn new models of connection where people need not even cross a bridge, are there opportunities to share in programming, structures, teachers, speakers, musicians, more? As we realize membership models and funding structures are challenged, are there perceived risks that we might mitigate by being together? As we think about a post-COVID-19 synagogue, what can we share rather than duplicate? Collaboration, I realize, isn't a panacea. We all have different congregational ethos and egos and visions for what good even looks like, but it is a future. It's the future, and it's ours to figure out together. Or Zarua Litzadik, may a new light shine on us as we feel a new spiritual sound, as we learn to live as one.
As we continue to welcome Shabbat, we do recognize that there is joy in coming together. I so appreciate and am so grateful for this community and its embrace. I recognize that this is a time for us to come together, and I hope we all acknowledge that it's also a time to breathe, to let go of the week that was, and to make space for all that Shabbat offers, a time to rest, to renew, to rejuvenate, to reconnect, and to dream. The words of Psalm 98 that we are about to hear invite us to join together in a joyful chorus with all of God's creation and to dream together about a time when all is right in the world.
Song Timchaf, Yachar Harim Iranenu, Neharot Timchaf, Yachar Harim Iranenu. Zamru l'Adonai, Zamru l'Adonai bechino, Zamru l'Adonai bechino lechol zimra. לשפוט הארץ, לשפוט תבל בצדק, בנים מישרים, לשפוט תבל בצדק, בנים מישרים. זמרו לאדוני, זמרו לאדוני בחינו, זמרו לאדוני בחינו בכל זמרה.
We continue with Lecha Dodi, the mystical anthem with which the ancients would greet Shabbat, making the Shabbat into a bride that we would rush to greet on the evening as the sun would set low in the western sky. As we prepare to greet Shabbat now together, as we enter this new year together, so do we extend our hands and our hearts to one another, that this new year might be a year of blessing for all of us. Lecha Dodi.
Shabbat.
So we had an opportunity to greet one another, wish one another Shabbat Shalom. We've welcomed Shabbat, welcomed the Shabbat bride, and now we welcome the Shabbat angels. Tradition tells us that we're accompanied on Shabbat by extra warmth, extra holiness, Shabbat angels. And they stay with us until the end of Shabbat when we have to bid them farewell, and we welcome them again the following week. So with that in mind, we welcome Shabbat. We also welcome in this new year. We hope to be accompanied by extra warmth, extra health, and extra joy. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Balchem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malchuni L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzidchem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
The significance of this service, I trust, is not lost on any of us, both because of the medium that we've employed and have gotten used to these last 9-10 months, but also because it marks a new opportunity for us to imagine what it means for congregations to work together, what it means for the Pittsburgh Jewish community to come together, because of the exigencies of this pandemic for sure, but also because of the future that we are stepping into and the need we have for one another to work collaboratively, to share ideas and to share energy, and to recognize what we can accomplish, the entire community together. We continue now with the Shema, the watchword of our faith, the celebration of our unity, and the singularity of our purpose in God.
Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננת לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
The prayer of Shamru reminds us of the importance of Shabbat as an anchor throughout the ages. Just as our ancestors observed it as a sign of God's eternal covenant, so too do we acknowledge that Shabbat is more than just the end of the week. Shabbat, with its rituals and opportunities for connection, is a reassurance that we are part of something greater, part of a tradition and a people and a community that has always endured and will continue to do so.
When we come together this evening, when we offer the prayers of Jewish tradition in the spirit of community, we pray that our words may be heard. May the words of our mouths and the meditations of our heart be acceptable to you, O God, our rock and our Redeemer.
We continue now with the Misha Berach, our traditional prayer of healing, hope, renewal, and peace. While we have, respectively, in our own congregations, traditions of how we share that tonight, we invite you to lift up those names, to share aloud where you are, the names of those within your home, within your family, circle of friends, and wider community in need of healing and hope, respite, and peace. We share together the beautiful words and rhythms of the Misha Berach now as we dedicate it to all those in need of uplift and spiritual renewal.
We come together this Shabbat in the spirit of collaboration. And I see three blessings that are upon us this Shabbat. Our parashah, our haftarah, and the special tradition that we say when we conclude a sefer, a book of Torah. This Shabbos is Parashat Vayechi. Lop off those first two letters and you get chai, life. This is new life. It is a new year, a chance to create new things together. Our haftarah then takes this idea of life and goes to protecting it, preserving these traditions and keeping faith, shamor. How do we look out for each other, not just in our own communities, but in the larger, greater Pittsburgh Jewish community? We have new chances with experiences such as this. And it is no coincidence, again, that we chose this Shabbos for. This Shabbos represents the end of the book of Genesis, the beginning of the book of Shemot. That transitions when we went from these individual tribes into something greater. And so too do we have, as my colleagues have so beautifully already shared throughout the service, our own traditions, our own customs. And yet, like our ancestors, those tribes of Israel, we found ways to come together, who found ways to become this people. So too on this Shabbat have we shared our traditions, our identities with each other to become something greater. And so that allows us to partake of the bracha, that blessing that we say, that those traditional words at the end when we conclude and go on something else, chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek. And so I say to all of you, let us be friends. Let us continue in this spirit of collaboration. Chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek. Let us be strong. Let us strengthen each other. And let us to continue to go on preserving our faith and traditions and coming together in chai, in a new life, in new ways, and seeing the possibilities that are before us. It's a future unknown, just like the future that faced our ancestors. But in the end, it led to something so beautiful. And I know that the more we do this, more we continue to think outside the box, we are going to reach new heights and new places together.
Chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek. May we be strong and strengthen one another. And on this special Shabbat, when all of our communities can be together, I'm excited to share this special song with you. The chorus goes like this. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. Wherever you are, I'd like to invite you to join me. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. Come from near and far to raise our voice in song. The more we join in the refrain, the more we feel strong. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. There is a power in this place and time. It shapes the rest of our lives. For when we return, each year we find the truth we can't deny. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. As we sing, we link ourselves to those who came before, and we're one with all those yet to come. Our strength, it will endure. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek.
We turn now to Kaddish. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. Those who died at this season in years past, whose yahrzeit we mark on this Shabbat. And at the end of this year, think of all the grief and all the loss that so many of us have experienced. May the memories of all of those who have been lost to us this year or in years past be for a blessing. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah. V'yamad yivrach te v'yamlich malchutei. V'chaychon u'v'yomechon u'chayei jechol beit Yisrael. V'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam umei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitfa'ar v'yitramah v'yitnasah. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shmei dekudashah berchu. Leila min kol berchata v'shirata. Tushvachata v'nechamata. Tamiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah min Shmaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh Shalom b'mramav. Huyaseh Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Shabbat Shalom. It's been a pleasure to spend Shabbat with all of you and wishing you all a happy, healthy new year.
Same here. It's been great to be together, and I look forward to many more opportunities to celebrate Shabbat again together in the future. Shabbat Shalom and Happy New Year.
May 2021 be a year of health and happiness, joy and peace for you and for everyone in this troubled world. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. May this be a healthy year. Just like to say happy birthday to my son Asher, who turns 21. If you count backward, he was born on January 1st, 2000. Happy birthday, Asher. Shabbat Shalom to everyone.
What a treat this has been to be with everyone who's part of this service, to be with colleagues, to be with friends, to be with our community. I hope that this new year is a year of health and safety, blessing and peace for each of us, for our families, for our country and our world entire. Shabbat Shalom. Thanks to all. Happy New Year.